In 2023, Barcelona got knocked out of UCL, Supercopa, Copa del Rey, and finished second in La Liga. But 1 year later won the domestic treble and had the craziest European season. Barca put together the Deadliest trio of Yamal, Rafinha, and Lewandowski. In 2020, Barca signed Rafa on a $60 million deal from Leeds. However, things went wrong and he flopped in the first seasons. He was said to leave Barcelona for Nico Williams. But the game against PSG was enough for him to stay for one more season. Lewa, who was the top scorer since he was signed, scored 35 goals contributions, but it was not enough. They were good, but lacked something to be called perfect. Last season, a 15-year-old made his debut. Who knew this teenager will burn the world? Euro 2024. We saw his crazy campaign by scoring a banger versus France and getting 5 assists. He was the MVP. In May 2024, signed Flick, who was the final piece for FC Barcelona. Season started with Barca getting 3 victory with 2-1 scoreline. On the last day of August, Barca announced them to the world by getting 7 goals win, including Rafinha hat-trick. Each of the 3 was scoring goals for fun. Barca lost 2-1 to Monaco, which ended the fairy tale start, but they recovered by getting 5 against Young Boys. Later they played the biggest game of season till now versus Bayern, where they ripped apart them. Rafinha again scored a hat-trick. Owned each Clásico that they played by scoring 16 goals in 4 Clásico. The comeback versus Benfica boosted the confidence. Barcelona ended up the La Liga campaign with 100-plus goals. The average goals per match was 3. The attack, including a trio of 17, 28, and 37, proved that age really doesn't matter. 43, 59, and 45 goals contributions for the trio shows how dominant this was. They were 25 games unbeaten in 2025, won multiple games with 4 goals or more scored. They were destroying the rivals. They won the Supercopa, Copa del Rey by thrashing Real Madrid. Things went perfect until the game versus Milan happened. They were the second best team against Milan. Barcelona still fought and scored 6 goals. They were broken after the match. A week later, with Yamal banger versus Espanyol, Barca got the La Liga title. Lamine, Rafinha, and Robert got 150 goals contribution, making it to the history books. Now, with the lights of Nico and Garcia joining, Barca is ready to cook football again.